getting the call from Red Bull was probably one of the coolest things. Hey, it's Ryan Sipes. I'm from South Carolina, United States, and you're watching 5 Minutes with Fletch.
So, day one, just finished up here at the Victories Nations. What's it been like?
It's been a whirlwind. It's been a lot of fun. But that first moto, I could tell something was not quite right with the bike. I actually did a first gear start because the bike just wouldn't go. And then on the track, it's just pretty hard to ride. So got a bad start in that one, came up to ninth, and it was okay. And obviously pumped up a little bit. I'm out of shape and old. But then we did a ton of bike work in between and switched bikes, and it was a totally different bike. It was actually hard to hang on to. It was so fast, but really good. So I'm stoked on that. Rode a little better the second one. Got a better start. Got 8th. So I think we're doing okay in the team standing. So as long as I keep getting better and doing my best, I'll be stoked.
You won the 1 to 5 All-Star race. What was that like?
That's cool. So I actually won a couple of them back when they were doing that at the Pro Nationals. And the first one I did, I borrowed a bike and went out and raced it, and that was fun. That was in Colorado. And then I did one at Ironman in Indiana. And those are just cool, man. Getting back, it was kind of like this. Getting back on a two-stroke is where I grew up, on a two-strokes. And just, letting her sing out there. So that was pretty fun. I'm glad I got to do that.
So growing up, what was your favourite track? And then what's your favourite track that you raced at when you were pro?
Growing up, I think my favorite track was a track called Daniel Boone in Kentucky. And it was just really big up and down hills, kind of like this, and big jumps and sawdust, and it was pretty cool. As a pro, probably favorite track was High Point before they changed it, which I think they changed it in maybe, 14 or so. So yeah, but growing up, High Point was cool, and even when I turned pro, that was my first pro race. So that was one of my favorite tracks.
So when you were riding, like full-time racing, what would you do when you got, run me through a weekend from the Friday to the Sunday evening?
This might be a long story. No, I mean, I would always go. We race on Saturday, so we would fly in Friday. Sometime, if I could, I'd always go to the track and try to walk it.
Yeah.
I'm old school. We always did that growing up, and then a lot of kids don't do it now. But I really enjoy walking the track. I think I get a lot out of it. Yeah, Saturday, try to get some good sleep Friday night. Saturday, get up early, do some kind of little workout just to get your blood flowing. And then, go to the track, try to put it on them, go do my best. And then, Saturday night, you're trying to eat as much as you can, recover, and get to sleep, because a lot of times when I was racing pro, we would fly out at 5 a.m. the next day. So it was brutal. I don't know why we did that all the time, but that's the way we did it. So, try to get some sleep and get home. And Sunday, once you get home, you sit on the couch. Nothing at all, because you got to start training again on Monday.
So that was the race weekend. What was the week like?
The week. Well, you wouldn't ride Sunday. Sometimes you wouldn't ride Monday either. After a pro national, it can be pretty tough on your body. But so you'd start riding either Monday or Tuesday. During the season, especially if you have a back-to-back races, a weekend race and then one the next weekend, maybe ride twice, 2 days a week, but not any more than that. Do a couple workouts, whether it's a cycle or a gym workout. I used to run a lot. I liked running. But yeah, I mean, that was it. If you had a weekend off, you could definitely do a little bit more. You could ride one more day and do a little bit more training. But when you got back-to-back weekends, you can almost, it's easy to do too much. And then you go into the next race and you're worked. You don't have enough energy. So I think it was, and I did that too many times. I worked out too hard or trained too much, and then I'd go and be tired. And then what good was that?
What would you prefer to do, weight work or cardio?
Cardio, probably. I really like mountain biking.
Yeah.
I used to love running. I can't run now with my injury, but I don't mind a good gym workout, but yeah, I'm a cardio guy.
So, would you rather go do a trail ride, moto, or enduro?
My favorite thing that I've ever done, if you say we could go ride one thing today, what would your favorite be? It would be sprint enduro. What the style of racing they do at ISD.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think they're either 5 to 10 mile tests, and it's you only racing the clock. And it's a mixture of a little bit of trails and some grass track, and sometimes I'll put a little bit of a moto track in there. But it is you got to be so on the edge to go fast enough, but you can't fall. If you fall, you got beat. And so that was my favorite type of racing. I still, if you give me a grass track, man, I could ride it all day.
What was it like becoming a Rebel athlete?
Yeah, that was cool. Getting the call from Red Bull was probably one of the coolest things. And mainly because what I did for them was something I was already doing, and they liked my idea enough that they called and said, "We want you to represent Red Bull." And to me, that's the top of the top. Nothing wrong with the other energy drinks, but when when you're a Red Bull athlete, I think it's pretty special. So yeah, I was wish I'd have had a little bit longer run with them. My injury definitely screwed that up a little bit, but happy to have what I had.
Did Red Bull straight with them a couple of times?
Mm-hmm.
Was that you contract to do that, or did you do that for the fun of it?
A little bit of both. I mean, I never really had much in my contract. They just say, "Hey, you want to go do this race?" And I always said yes. I had a hard time saying no because I just like racing everything, and I like a challenge. If you tell me it's going to be tough, I'd probably be in just to see how good I can do at it. So yeah, the straight rhythm was fun. That was tough to do that on 2 strokes was pretty tough, but it was a lot of fun.
Is it scarier than normal Supercross or not?
When you do it all the time, no. It was super fun. Supercross is more fun than motocross. But like now, that's the only thing I won't ride is a Supercross track, just because I know the risk.
Yeah.
When you crash in Supercross, it's serious. Where in motocross, the speeds are higher, but you can kind of roll out of it.
Yeah.
More than Supercross, you're hitting another jump.
Would you rather use tear-offs or roll-offs?
Tear-offs all day. I do not like roll-offs. That's what, when I was coming over here, I said, "Hey, are tear-offs allowed?" He said, "No." So I brought roll-offs. But thankfully, it's been decent track conditions.
Do you not like roll-offs because they're heavy, or do you just not like the...
I just don't like them. I don't like it's limited view. Yeah, especially the only time I really ran roll-offs when I was still racing was really bad mud races when you're going to run out of tear-offs. And then, the top of your goggles gets muddy, the bottom gets muddy, and you only have this little, which thankfully Oakley, they have a really wide roll-off. But yeah, I still not a fan.
Would you rather have a paddle or a mud tire on the bike?
I do like the paddle tires. They're pretty good. I think now they're good enough you can kind of ride them anywhere and be okay. If we're gonna ride really, really slick, then maybe not. But any other time, they're the best.
Sand or hard pack?
Hard pack all day.
Thank you for your time.